Hi. Bye, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. But hello, pom poms. Hello. Hello, pom poms. And hello, new viewers, too. Hello, hello. The key to streaming is not announcing you're gonna stream. Thank you for following Azuru Pox. Thank you. Thank you for the subs while I was getting ready to. Thank you, Michael Manic and National Panda and Quaffles Viren and Judo Chop Me and Oprism. Thank you for the subs. Thank you very much. Thank you. If I sound tired, it's because I just got off of work. Thank you, Jordan Yell, for subscribing. Thank you. Hello. See, I didn't announce I was gonna stream, and then I streamed. That's the secret. That's the trick. The trick is to not announce it and then do it. I'm doing a lot better. I have my Gatorade here, my trusty Gatorade. Blue flavor. 0 blue. Yeah, I gotta keep everyone on their toes. Actually, I didn't have anything planned, but I was like, even if I don't have anything planned for a stream, I may as well stream. Cause then, if I like try to plan it, that's one more thing I get hung up on, you know? And then when I get hung up on it, I end up psyching myself out of it. Because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm tired. But yeah, I'm back. Thank you, Governor, for subscribing. Thank you. I figured if I'm gonna stream, I might do it like this for a little while. Like, not even announce it, just like go. Because if I, like I said, if I sit there and I plan it, I'm gonna like psych myself out. I'm gonna be like, oh, well, you know, I just got off of work and I have things to do and, you know, whatever. Yeah, it was the longest hiatus. Thank you for following Benedetto Marcelo. It's good to be back. You know, the hiatus thing was stupid because, like I said, I just had a Minhara moment. And then I came back and was like, well, I feel stupid. Put a bunch of stream ideas in a hat and then pull from it like a gotcha 10 minutes before going live. That's not a bad idea. No plan streaming is good when your job scheduling is unpredictable. Well, the problem is I make my own schedule. Thank you for subscribing, Silent Eagle. Thank you. I make my own schedule, but I always have to stay late or I have to come in early. I'm the boss baby. You know? You know when you're the boss baby? Hi. I haven't been able to catch your streams or times lined up. Hope you will. I'm doing better now. I wasn't doing so well previously, but I'm doing a lot better now. Hi streamer, hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good now. A couple days ago, maybe not so much, but... Yeah, I feel like, you know, that was another reason why I was like apprehensive to stream, because I was like, oh, you know, I have a bunch of new people following me. And then, you know, I was like, oh, you know, what am I gonna do on my first stream? But you know what? I'm just gonna yap. You know? I'm just gonna yap. Hello, hello. I got a lot to talk about, you know? I got a lot to say. Hey, goober. I love that word, goober. Goober. It's been 1.5 years of Twitch partner. Yeah, I got yeah. Affiliate. Affiliate. I was never partner. But, I got affiliate, like, pretty early on. Hey, Pablo, I have to ask you an important question that I've been asking all chubas I watch lately. What is it? I should have read Morrow's. I should have read Morrow's, you know? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me open my Morrow's. Do you know what the lock is? Like a warlock? Like you play your lock is your main. Hello, hello. Hold on, let's see. I haven't been checking my my Morrow's. But that might be fun, right? Ugh, I gotta sign in. Okay. Here we go. Is that what you still log in? It's much for interesting kind of lock, like a... I love all the art you got with your model. I'll always be cheering for Palma. Thank you! Oh man, that last bit of... That scab that... Oh man. Oh man, that was worth the wait. That was well worth the wait. It was amazing. Chimi Droid always does amazing work. So it's very... The lock is a literal lock that is placed on a woman's pierced. I don't know if I can say that on stream. A part of an anatomy. It's supposed to be heavy and uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Hello, first time watching a stream of yours. Welcome! Welcome! The Morrow stream is entertaining. Where can I send... Oh, it is? It is over credit, but that's because I never, like... I mean, I read them on stream, but I don't mark them as answered. They might not like your model saying it. What they were... What is it? What is it Saba said? Something about a 4-letter word. Who's afraid of a 4-letter word? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna post a link. In YouTube as well as Twitch. Bear with me, hold on. I jumped through hoops in this, hold on. Let's go start playing somebody else's stream. No, hush, I don't want to hear you. Now we get to... Creator... Wait, is that the right one? Hold on. Channel. And then... Welcome, Roger Sakiri. Oh no, I hear myself! Oh, hold on. Let me... get the chat. And then... Hello, welcome. Oh, that's a long link. Hold on. Okay. And then let me paste in YouTube. I do a stream, by the way. And then... Maro here. Okay. It's been a while since we've had a good, a pretty good, Maro, reading. The voices in Palmo's head, and it's all Palmo's echoed voice coming from the stream. During Palmo's chilling experience. Thank you. What would Palmo be an acronym for? Four little words scare me, especially when I spell Palmo. Okay. Oh. I have a lot to catch up with. Oh my gosh. Hold on. How long ago did I read Maros? Was it 2 months ago? Because I have a lot from 2 months ago. Don't scare John Twitch. John Twitch is scared of me? I'm planning to say yes. Okay, then I will read and answer with clever censoring. I will read and answer. Let's see. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you for following. Oh no, it's too small. I can't read it. I don't know what's using the old for my old overlay. It's using that that little window. I don't know what's doing that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here's one from a month ago. I'm assuming that's the most recent. A month ago. Pablo, please do a stream where you hold in P for as long as possible or until you can't anymore. Have I not done that already? I could have sworn I've done that. Did I do that? Am I crazy? Not yet. Well, that wouldn't be here. That would be maybe for another website. That would be for a different website. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of like Vokurus and stuff like that. I've never actually streamed it, have I? Okay, next one. I want to whip your... I don't know if I can say that word. Until they bleed. Breasts. Breasts. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but... I ain't got none of those. How can I access such interesting content? Oh, I post it on Twitter all the time. Yeah, it's Flat Frig Friday. Flat Frig Friday. Flat chest but big heart. It just refers to nipples? Oh, I didn't know that. Happy Flat Frick Friday, everyone. I'm glad we could spend it together. Thank you for the donation, Bum Bum. Thank you. $10 and says, I'm sobbing. Are you oohing? Are you oohing? Keeping the stream for kids friendly? Well, yeah, I gotta. You know, I gotta be clever. To be clever. It's nice that you're streaming and I was worried about you. I'm okay now. I'm okay now. But thank you. Flat Freak Friday is the opposite of Titanic Tatty Thursday. I've never heard that. But it's true, and I think it's a better one. The arts, I hope the arts cheered you up. Yes, they did. They definitely did. Thank you. A lot. Hey Apollo, do you know what a lolly peeler is? Yes. I don't know how to use chopsticks, but I think learning could be nice so I don't embarrass my family when we eat out. Would you kindly offer up your different four-letter word so I can practice my technique? I promise to pinch and pull as hard as I can. Is that how you practice with chopsticks? Thank you for subscribing, Crazy Train. Thank you. Let's see, what's next? I feel like I'm gonna get like banned my first stream back. But I'm censoring, so it's okay. I'm censoring, so it's okay. Right? I'm not gonna get banned? Because it's because of the implication. You know? Some things I might have to skip. Just to... We'll save them for other site. Did you read Euphoria? It's my favorite VN. I think Euphoria is kind of overrated. Like... It's not bad. But I don't really think it's... Maybe it's because I'm desensitized. It could be because I'm desensitized, but I don't really think... Ah! Thank you for the gift subs! Thank you, Crazy Train! Oh my gosh, thank you! How many? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 gift subs, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you! Thank you so much! I hope I counted that right. It was 10? Oh, then I did not count it right. I tried my best. But thank you so much. But Euphoria, it's overrated. And like I said, it's not that shocking, I guess. Like, I guess if you have never like read anything like it, I guess it would be shocking, but I don't know. It's a good introduction for normies. I agree. Cause yeah, like it's more like Riona, but like barely. Euphoria is definitely shocking for people who aren't used to this stuff. Yeah, I guess like I said, I might just be like desensitized. I don't know. Okay. Have you ever had a dream that you had you could want him to do you so much you could do anything? I love that video. The video is like one of my favorites. Have you ever had a dream? Oh, I have to refresh it. I got a bunch. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pablo, your intro is bass, and I like how you are into hard music a lot. It's really cool, and I like it very much. I agree. And thank you. I am very proud of my music taste. What about maggot baits? Well, maggot baits is another good, like, introduction, you know? Thank you for subscribing, drop bass, or following. Or I guess subscribing if it's YouTube. No, one of the two. Yeah, schlock up. anything by clock up is schlock up. That's good. That's good. What do you consider a really hardcore VN? It depends on where you're getting it from. Like a lot of the stuff that, well, I wouldn't even really call it reading so much as I click through it because I can't read Japanese. But like a lot of stuff off a DL site, like not stuff that's like published. Like Dojin stuff, I guess. Like, granted, I don't really have a lot of patience for VNs. Like I said, I just click through to get to the pictures, but I'm more into like, what's the word, like nukige? Is that the right one? What's your favorite music genre? I can't really pick one. Right now I'm really into extra tone. Okay, I was right, it's nukige. I've got some Riona games I've been meaning to get from there. They're action games and not VN and all. I'd recommend Studio S. They're classic circle. A lot of the good stuff is more action oriented on DL site. Yeah. Sorry, I got phlegmy. Extra tone, do you like Joe Fight? Myosuke, yes. I'm not familiar with Joe Fight. Girl chats with a realist. Very true. Very true. See, I really like, I played it like forever ago. It has a very, very special place in my heart. But, there's I guess more like a simulator nukige, by Studio S, which is, I remember seeing it like years and years and years ago. It was on like V's recommended games wiki in like the adult games. And I remember seeing it was like it was like, oh, you know, this is really extreme. You know, like this is not for the faint of heart. And then I was like, oh, I love this actually. Okay. Throws giant concrete marshmallow at 50 miles per hour. Here, catch. When are you opening your groom court again? Me and groom fees want to see you cry in bed again. I do that all the time. Come on. I want to put a shock baton inside of you and see how yours squirm. You know, I don't have a shock baton. I have like everything else. I have like literally everything else. Next tomorrow. What's the spiciest thing you'd still do on YouTube, if anything? I do have to be a little careful on YouTube, well, and Twitch, obviously. But I've kind of, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I've been mostly doing it like Vocaroos or like Twitter. Granted, you know, obviously it's not a stream, but like a lot of my Riona content is just like on Twitter. That one on your throne looks so nasty, I bet it gives electrical burns. That's what I was hoping. Hardest tool boss in your opinion? Moko. Like easily. Well, are you asking like extra? Or are you asking like 6 stage? Like what do you... Also, hello. Because like if we're going like extra then like Moko. At least to me. I lost track. I think I skipped a couple. finger breaking art. You know, I almost broke my finger today. I was lifting up like a really heavy board, and it slipped, and like I felt my finger kind of going backward. So, fun fact about Pomo. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I have hypermobility. So like a lot of like things that would like normally like break don't. So like for example, like there's so many times where like it's in my joints where like I've rolled like an angle that would like it would definitely on like anyone else it would break. Like 110% it would like definitely break. But for me it just kind of bends. Like it doesn't like nothing gets torn. It just bends. But yeah, I can bend like really weird. Like I can like make my thumbs like get all weird. I'll have to do that next time I do a hand cam. Yeah, it's not asymptomatic. I have a lot of problems. Do your joints also try to pop out as a prank? Yeah, sometimes. Especially like my shoulders. The nail ripping scene. Yeah! I was just, when you said finger breaking, I was thinking of the nail ripping scene from Higurashi. Can you tie your limbs in a knot? Maybe. But yeah, no, I'm very bendy. Very bendy. Oh, I got another marshmallow. Listen to gore noise, best genre. What are like some producers? You know, I feel like every time like I start listening to like electronic music, there's like a new genre. Like I remember when like lollycore was like new. Like, you know, like gore shit back in the day. And I don't think there was like there was a name for it yet. At least like back then, I don't think there was a name for it. But I feel, yeah, like seriously, I feel like there's always a new genre being invented. Lollycore predated gore shit and was known as that with lolly shit and related producers on slop labels. In like 2008? No, that makes sense. 2008. Not that I was there. Still trying to wrap my head around what French core is. I feel like you can just put like core onto anything, you know? And then, bam, you got a genre. Yeah, Pomocore. Pomocore. That's like the music that I make with like cement tea and ozigiri. It's Pomocore. Sorry, I had another big gulp of Gatorade. Blue. Zero sugar blue. I feel like I explain this every time I stream, but I don't like drinks with sugar in them because I think it's syrupy and gross. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like sweet things, but since I've been on this medication though, you know, my mom warned me. She was like, Pomo, you're not gonna like taste sweet things as good anymore. And yeah, I definitely don't. Ohio. Ohio. Yeah. sweet stuff doesn't really hit the spot anymore. I meant to like eat like an actual meal today, but I had a beef stick and then I had another beef stick. And that's all I've eaten today. But this medication's crazy, you know, like you don't know you're hungry until you're like wobbling, you know? But I have this to thank for me having energy at 8 o'clock. Do you enjoy callus fingernail removal? The callus stuff is gross. Like, you know, like when like my mom was doing it while she was here. She was like shaving her foot. It was horrible. Like with a cheese grater. It was gross because it was just like yellow skin, you know? You want to eat and sleep clocks? That would be a bad idea, actually. I got some new... Well, it looks like Parmesan. Like when you... like scrape the foot or whatever with one of those foot scrapers. It looks like Parmesan. It's so gross. I got no marshmallows. I got a bunch of gore noise suggestions. Thank you. A urinary tract infection from severe pus clots and anal birth. This is a pretty good name. Worm chunk. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Epiplonterocellipus. And then twice in a row I got do you like poop? Well, as the former #1 poop streamer on Twitch, I'm kind of an expert. What about trypophobia? My first instinct. So, I'm sure everyone's read, like... What was the monk? The Dojinar's... Henmaru Machino, I think? Something like that. Henmaru something. But holes. Like, I feel like everyone's read that. Yeah, everyone's read holes. Right? You've read holes, haven't you? Right? If you haven't, either you'll be disgusted or it'll be your new fetish. It could go either way. I read buttholes. No, it's called Holes by Henmaru something. I can't remember. Maybe it was Machino, I don't remember. I remember the first time it like actually scared me, you know? And then I read it again, I was like, you know? Like, really makes you think. Was to me like Happy Tree Friends. Happy Tree Friends, I could never take it seriously, you know? It was just like funny gore, you know? Like, if it was an anime woman, that would be different, but... Because it's like a cartoon squirrel, it's not as, like, good. Prove it. Poop in the Kirby cup, you won't. Well, I still haven't washed the Kirby cup. It's, like, full of dust. It's been sitting on my, my bathroom counter, like, since then. But Plus and C Gore is kind of goofy. I feel like I've talked about this before too. But like I remember like sitting through like Rin Daughters of Menacine or whatever, which was absolutely garbage. But it had good gore, you know? I wonder how many of us here stumbled upon Happy Tree Friends and watched it when we were kids. Wasn't there like a Fall Out Boy video? That was Fall Out Boy, right? That had that? God. Have you heard what Fall Out Boy sounds like now? Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Like obviously like pop punk isn't like the most like cerebral genre, but now they like literally sound like the epitome of like coworker music. It's bad. It's so bad. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Like if I went from like being like a you know like a fun pop punk band in like the early 2000s, and then I evolved into like coworker music, like I couldn't sleep at night. Kind of like Panic at the Disco, like ugh. The most recent album was a return to form, but most of the 2010 stuff was really ass. I'll believe it when I see it. Everything I've heard has been awful. But... well, I mean, coworker music makes money, you know? Like, look at Imagine Dragons. Like, they built an entire career off of coworker music. You know, I guess, like, the song with Otto was fine, but, like, that's because, like, she was in it. I think everything was ruined after the Chainsmokers made Selfie. Ugh, I forgot about that song! Why'd you have to remind me? That song was horrible. I also hated their other song. The other one. Something about, like, a mattress from a roommate in Denver or something. Or Boulder. I don't remember. I still listen to Linkin Park and Avril Lavigne. They deserve your best insults. Do you like that Hello Kitty song? You like that one? Doug, what's coworker music? Someone enlighten me. Coworker music is like I don't want to say like NPC because I feel like people don't say that anymore, but like Hello Kitty Godin? Are you okay? Are you alright? I'm worried about you. Coworker music is like I said, like Imagine Dragons. Like Imagine Dragons is like the epitome of music that is too mainstream. Not necessarily music that is too mainstream. Like Benson Boone. Like I've only heard one of his songs, and that was not good. But Benson Boone Matcha the Boo Boo Dubai Chocolate. You know? Music acceptable for a workplace? Not necessarily, because I would say like Sabrina Carpenter's is coworker music. And like her stuff is like pretty like raunchy. Stinky? No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am stinky. I haven't showered yet. I've been pretty good about showering though. Imagine Dragons makes the same song and it's their whole career. Yeah. Actually, I probably am a little stinky. I feel like I'm like nose blind to myself though. You know? Pamela, did you listen to that shit by that Dojin guy and his band ever? Which one? Keeping the room from getting messy again? Brush teeth? I have not brushed my teeth today. Someone told me the other day that they thought Imagine Dragons Hate was a meme and they didn't know how people wouldn't like it. I would rather listen to like... So you know how like Nickelback was like the meme? Like, oh, you know, hate Nickelback, whatever. But like, I would rather listen to like Nickelback than Imagine Dragons any day of the week. Easily. Wait, are you talking about second ya? The second ya CD? I did get a chance to listen to it, yes. And it's like I've literally never heard any of those other tracks. So I'm really happy. And I don't have to listen to the title, well, not title track, the like opening track in like really bad quality on YouTube anymore. Cause like the only upload of it was their like official music video. Those are better than Owl City. Does Owl City have more than one song? Nickelback Shrimply has some good songs at least. Yeah, honestly, I don't hate Nickelback. I never hated Nickelback. I hated Radioactive the second I heard it. Yeah, that's an awful song, like genuinely. Did you watch The Human Centipede? Yeah. That one's also not that shocking. But maybe I'm just like twisted psychopath, you know? City has 2 full lengths, Palma, but their singles all still sound identical somehow. I can believe it. I can believe it. You know what? You know who's an artist I never got the appeal of? Like, speaking of Owl City, because he reminds me of Owl City. Porter Robinson. Like, what's the appeal? Like, I don't see it. I've never understood the appeal. It's like it's like the most like inoffensive like pop music, you know? And like that's how I imagine like Owl City's other stuff is, even though I've never heard it. Like Porter Robinson was just like, dude, Miku Lamau, you know? And I'm like, that's not a career. I don't know. Like, Porter Robinson, like, I feel like is for, like, normies, you know? I know a dude that would sacrifice you to the demons for saying that about it. Everyone lost their mind over Shelter and Complete. Yeah, that was, like, the first song I heard, and I was not impressed. At all. Yeah, it's very bland. But it, like, okay, here's my theory. Here's my theory. Porter Robinson was like I feel like the progenitor of like anime as an aesthetic, you know? Instead of like people who actually like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, do you guys know about like I feel like I've talked about this before. Cause like I don't use TikTok, but apparently like anime core is a thing. Like, so, like, loli stuff will get, like, tagged as, like, anime core or, like, cute core. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean it's moe, you moron? Yeah, they love moe art, but they, like, anti-loli. Like, what do you mean? Anime core is just the evolution of Nightcore, and Zoomers were like, what if we slow Nightcore down? And that's just the original song. Cute core anime core people who are anti-lily give me conniptions. Yeah, same. I don't get it. It's like... I don't... What's the word? Oh, OMG, I love this character, but I wish where she from or was from wasn't problematic. These people hurt my soul. Yeah, what is that mindset? I don't get it. Like, I know, like, 2020 was, like, bad for, like, COVID or whatever, but, like... 2020, like, people, like, ruined anime, you know? Like, that was, like... That was the epitome of like the tourist gates opening. I spent $45,000 on a Neko part, which it wasn't a groomer game. The gentrification of anime. Yeah, like genuinely. The moment people start using the word problematic. Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard problematic in a long time. Mental illness, like genuinely. Yeah, I don't understand, like, Nickelpar... I've never played it because it's, like, normie stuff, but, like... Nickelpar is, like, an eroge, isn't it? Like, it isn't just, like, a... Like, a VN. Like, it's an eroge, right? So, like... What are people, like, mad about? Nickelpar is so boring, but the cat girls are, like, 3 years old canonically? Well, they're cat girls. COVID anime tours, my personal 9/11. Anime culture is dead. A VTuber I follow collab with another 4 that could not name any other chuba? Oh my gosh. You should play the newest non-Necopara eroge by the Necopara devs. It has hana in it. What is it? You can't just say that and not tell me the name. They shipped it on Steam censored so it had no error on it either? Then why play it? It's not like Clannad or like Air or like any of those things like you could play without the porn, but yeah, no Hakoniwa. Hakoniwa, like Hakoniwa from Sandbag? I know her. The arrow parts are the worst part. I can imagine. It was responsible. I love Tori no Uda. It's like, it's a karaoke staple for me. Like one of my absolute favorite songs of all time. Dollhouse of Offerings? I'll have to look that. That's a good title. I love Tori no Uda. It's such a good song. I was like a little confused when like the Leah like vocaloid came out. And she didn't sound anything like the Leah that like I know. Cause like Tori no Uda, she sounds like way different. And then like the I think Iya or whatever that vocaloid like was like more like nasally, you know? Cause like I was really disappointed. But yeah, I have no interest in playing like Nickelpara or whatever. The DJ, that DJ Sharpno Tori no Uda, I feel like was like formative to me. Like genuinely. Yeah, like Leah, it's funny, she's like better than the Vocaloid. It's formative to a lot of Americans. That makes sense. That makes sense. The first time seeing you about your psychotic laugh is when you... What do you mean psychotic? What do you mean by that? It's not psychotic. What do you mean? I'm not... It's not psychotic. Come on. Come... Think of another word. Not that one. Your laugh is actually really cute to die for. Thank you. I get really self-conscious about it because it's loud. Kafka Lane is now a bum. Thank you for following. Thank you. You do it on purpose? What sounds psycho? No. Pummels laugh is healing. The pummel guffaw is cute and lovely. Maniac? No! I'm not a maniac. There she is, my beloved pummel. How are we doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Like, so I've... You know, obviously some people here are new, but when I first started streaming, I, like, really held back my laugh because I thought, like, people would think it was really dumb. Cause like I can admit I sound stupid. I get it, you know. But nobody said it sounds psychotic. They watched Sims Torture. Well, that was different. That was bitch turnip. She deserved what she got. I feel like, you know, I'm kind of self-conscious about everything, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've been pretty good about like, well, you know, when I first started, like not laughing out loud, you know. But now I'm like, I don't care. Like my grandma's deaf anyway; she can't hear me, so I can be as loud as I want. Cause like, not only is my grandma deaf, but like I also live in the basement, so. One sec, it's Gatorade time. It's Gatorade time. Gulp. Gulp time. Hold on. I did it really close to the microphone so you can hear it. It's better not to care, especially for us new viewers. Love Pummels up. It's gradually gotten louder. I think it's because like I stopped like caring, like, you know, about like anything. Crazy basement, you should join Face Connect. I think I'm too crazy for Face Connect. I think, you know, Face Connect is like, oh, sad girl company, but I feel like they would look like, they would take one look at me and be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't really think there's any, like, corpo that would ever, like, give me the time of day. You know? And I made peace with that, you know? I've made peace with that. Yeah, If I could commit to things, I'd love to make my own, but... I would love to, but... Yeah, I do wish there was like a... Like, well, okay, so like a fully Manhera Corpo sounds good in concept, but... Sitting in 10 years when the owner pummel life. Maybe an AV Corpo? Well, I would like to make one myself someday, but... Yeah, someone have to manage it. Yeah, that's the problem. I manage a store, you know? I can't manage, like, more. Imagine the potential infighting. Yeah, like, that's what's scary, you know? Like, you get, like, a bunch of Manhera girls in one spot at one time. Is pummel cord grow art friendly? Yes, absolutely. Which I will, like, just open up, like... I'm not gonna do the invite thing again. No invites. I'm not gonna do the invite thing again. I'm just gonna open it, like, publicly. I used to manage a literal label and I would rather die than manage 5 to 10 Manhera girls. Yeah. Manhera Corp ain't no one getting nothing. No streams, all having crash outs? Yeah. Publicly, are you sure? Yeah, I don't care anymore. You know... You know, I was trying to, like... I guess keep myself safe, but, like, who cares, you know? But... No, I would love... You know, believe me, I would love to have, like... The... not stability necessarily, but like the camaraderie of a corpo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to have like the management and the camaraderie and like the production, I guess. But yeah, I don't think any corpo would touch me with a 10-foot pole. Thank you for following Trent Deadwood. Thank you. Yeah, can you imagine? Fishman would no, FaZe would never. Yeah, like I said, like I've resigned myself to like being forever indie. Unless like I make my own corpo or something. You should add like a verification thing before you open it publicly. Oh, someone came and reported us all? You know, maybe I will do the invites again. Boyfriend connects sucks. From what I've heard from a VTuber friend who had some connections, it can get pretty dramatic in corpos with interpersonal relations and rivalries and whatnot. I mean, that's like any job, right? Pomo makes a corpo, immediately gets outclicked. That's the thing, is like I've never been one to like form cliques, you know? Like I don't know, I think I'm like too much of a loner, you know? But it's weird, like I'm a loner, but I'm like, I want camaraderie. I want friends. But, you know. A girl can dream. It's so nice to have them sometimes, even if you like being alone most of the time. That is true. I do have, you know, a few like new friends, like other VTubers. And I've been like way more social lately too. Invite only is a good idea. I'd hate to be under schizo surveillance by someone thinking silently spying. Yeah, that's true. I think we will have to keep it more exclusive, you know? The exclusive pummel cord. Friend groups aren't supposed to be cliques, but sure do feel like it at times. Yeah. Invite only or even interview so this doesn't happen again. Yeah, I wouldn't like verify people's IDs, obviously. That's invasive. But I have, like I said, I have been more social, you know, and trying to like make friends. But I always get so nervous, you know? I'm like, do they think I'm just approaching them for like clout? You know? And then it makes me not want to approach anyone. I just wish Pomo can smile like this tomorrow too. Me too. Honestly, I thought that because like my content is so weird that I wouldn't make any friends, but you know, a lot of people have reached out to me. Send video evidence of committing a crime to gain entrance? Maybe. I should be friends with other girl Leona VTubers. Check out my Kamiyoshi. Akira Mozono. You're quite charming. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever thinks like that doesn't deserve to have a following. I feel like I'm just being paranoid, you know? of like, I don't know, coming across as like clout chasey when it's like I see like other girls that have like similar interests to me, and I'm like, I would like to make a friend, please. Please? But then it's like, because like I'm a nobody, you know? That it's gonna make me look like I'm like trying to climb the social ladder. When really I'm just lonely. Cause like, you know, I've said this before, but like seeing, you know, other girls like play like friend swap and have fun collabs and stuff, I'm just like, I want that, you know? But you know, I'm trying, and that's still better than nothing, right? If I at least try. Home decides to cancel another tuba for clout. That's the first step. Yeah, that's true. You know, they say baby steps, but the shot you miss is still better than never taking a shot. I bet Drew would be down to collab with Pomo. Drew and I are mutuals, actually. I like Drew. You know, it's crazy. Like, I have a lot of mutuals that are, like, way more, like, popular than me. And then I feel like I'm just, like, this little, like, worm, you know? Like... like, I'm around, like, I'm followed by these, like, really cool, like, popular VTubers, and then I'm just like... Hi, I'm Pummel, you know? Like... I'm a worm. A very cute worm, pump worm. I'd say the world is pretty effed if the average Joe's first concern is clout when someone approaches them simply to request friendship. Yeah. I've never, like, turned anyone away based on, like, oh, you know, you have less followers than me, so I'm not even gonna give you the time of day. You know? Like, I've never understood that. Because, like, a lot of people haven't done that for me, you know? Like... I don't know. Yeah, for me is that I feel like I bother everyone, so I try not to speak. That's kind of my problem too. I always feel like I'm like annoying people. Cause I'm like, I don't know. To be fair, most of the time when you're approached is because I want something. Yeah, it hasn't. I don't know. No one has like approached me for clout, but that's because I have no clout. Like nobody, like who is Kuronaze Pablo? You know? So maybe, I don't know, maybe someday I'll be like a high two view. You know? Not that I'm like chasing numbers. Honestly, as long as my Kamiyoshi still like loves me, that's all that matters. You know, what's going on in my YouTube chat? Twitch chat is normal, but YouTube chat... Where are we spamming? Come on. Did I save the YouTube chat? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, what's going on here? I don't have mods, so... I gotta do everything myself. I probably shouldn't have said that, huh? Now it's gonna make people... push buttons. We're just gonna... Do I time them out? Was your Kamiyoshi again? Mazuno Akira. Or as I used to say, Akira. But I'm being more conscious of saying it, you know? Yeah, what's going on in YouTube? I've never had this happen before. What if I just, like, ended the stream on YouTube and kept going on Twitch? People being silly, is that what that is? Yeah, YouTube, calm down. Or you tell YouTube to calm down or you'll spray them with a flat Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's gross. That's nasty. You can't just do that to people, you know? That's like worse than pepper spray. Yeah, pepper spray, gross edition. Join in. Is it a joke? I can't tell if it's a joke. Maybe it's my inability to determine social cues. You know, when it comes to like social cues, I really like embarrassed myself the other day. I was behind the counter at another store, and well, not behind the counter, in front of the counter, and like I was looking, and the guy behind the counter was like looking at me, and he kept looking past me, right? And I was like, that's weird. Like, what's he looking at? And then I was like taking a long time looking at like the stuff in the case, cause I just like to look, you know. And then he looked back up at me, and then he looked behind me again, and he was like, "Did you need help with something?" And then turns out there was someone standing behind me the whole time, and like it's been like a few days, and I've still been thinking about it. I got so embarrassed. Like I had no idea. I had like no situational awareness that there was somebody like actually trying to like buy something, and I, you know, not just like looking. Speaking of study, you should get only cans on Steam. It's free, and I think you like playing it. it was embarrassing, you know? I still think about the absolute silence I got at a panel where I screamed, oh, Beatrice! In the mic at a con. That would kill me. Like, there's, you know, there's a lot of, as a Riona fan, there's a lot of pain in this world, you know? But like, nothing like a wooden horse or like a shock baton, a cattle prod, a branding iron, none of it. None of it is as painful as making a joke and it doesn't land. That's bad. Like, that's like the worst kind of pain. Especially if you make a joke that doesn't land and then you have to like explain yourself afterwards. That's awful. Physical pain fades, social pain comes back. Yeah. Lean into it and the rap's starting to become funny again? No. No, I could never forgive myself if I made a joke that didn't land. I don't know. If I make a joke and nobody laughs, it's good enough that it's funny to me. Who cares about the other? But then, like, you're laughing to yourself, you know? I don't know. That would embarrass me. But maybe a little more socially anxious. I've got a really loud laugh, so at least when my jokes flop, that at least gets people to chuckle. Well, that's good, you know? I'm so used to embarrassing myself, I make it a competitive esport. I literally tripped and fell in the parking lot today on my way to work. And like scraped on my knee. And like the shame hurt more than like the pain of my knee, you know? Like people like looking at me. Ugh. That's gonna keep me up at night. It really is. I scraped my knee once. I had to be on a machine and get surgery. You were one of the lucky ones? Well, I didn't fall that hard, but... I mean, thankfully, like I said, it didn't get hurt that bad, but... I recovered. You know, I recovered and that's all that matters. Oh my gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I didn't think I was gonna stream this long. It's been over an hour now. But... yeah, I thought I was just gonna stream like 40 minutes or 45 minutes or something, but... now I'm like twice that, so... well... if it wasn't so late, I'd keep going, but... I do... cause like I still have plenty of energy, but... I do have work tomorrow, so... well... in the meantime... I'm just gonna like not... like I said earlier, I'm not gonna announce streams, I'm just gonna do them, you know? I'm just gonna go. But... cause then, like I said, I can't psych myself out of it. I can't like be like, oh, I'm sleepy, whatever. So, well, thank you for coming. I forgot about reading Moros. Well, we'll read the rest. We'll read the rest next time. Thank you for coming to my stream. Thank you for the subs and the follows and all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, thank you for following Izakiko. Thank you. It was fun. Can we get a tickle to end on? Okay. Actually, give me a second. Give me a second. I didn't put the tickler on because I didn't think it was gonna happen, but give me a second. Okay. Me. Okay. 3, 2. Wait, no. I had it at 16. Hold on, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna leave it up to chance. Let me get the random number generator. Hold on. Because I can't do 16 all the time, you know? No. 14! Okay, 14. 14 is still good. Okay. 16, 15, 14. Okay. 3, 2, 1. It wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. Anything that's not a 16 just doesn't faze me anymore, you know? I'm desensitized! Okay. Otsubamu! Everyone. Thank you for coming. And I'm sorry that, like, Tickle was so, like, lackluster. I feel bad. I feel bad. I leave for, like, months and then I come back and I'm, like, the most, like, boring Tickle ever, you know? But maybe next time I shouldn't just leave it up to chance. I should just do 16, you know? Thank you for subscribing, Chen Deadwood. Thank you. Okay. Otsubamu! Otsubamu! Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night.